For nearly 2,000 years, the majestic temples of Egypt stood silent, their walls covered in symbols that no living soul could understand. In July 1799, during Napoleon Bonaparte's Egyptian campaign, French soldiers were strengthening a fort near the town of Rashid, also known as Rosetta. Lieutenant Pierre-François Bouchard noticed a peculiar black slab of granodiorite built into an old wall. It was covered in 3 distinct bands of writing. This was the Rosetta Stone. It contained the same decree written in 3 scripts: ancient hieroglyphs, Demotic, and ancient Greek. Many believed hieroglyphs were purely symbolic, pictures representing ideas rather than sounds, but they were stuck in a linguistic labyrinth. Enter Thomas Young, an English polymath. He realized that certain symbols enclosed in oval loops, called cartouches, represented royal names. Young identified the name of King Ptolemy, but he couldn't bridge the gap between the pictures and the spoken language. Then came Jean-Francois Champollion, a brilliant French linguist who had been obsessed with Egypt since childhood. Champollion was fluent in Coptic, the language of the Christian church in Egypt, which he believed was the final descendant of the ancient tongue. He realized that hieroglyphs were a complex mix. Some were phonetic sounds, some were whole words, and some were silent classifiers. In September 1822, Champollion compared the Rosetta Stone to an obelisk from Philae. He identified the names Cleopatra and Ptolemy symbol by symbol. Overcome with emotion, he ran to his brother's office, shouted, "I've got it!" and collapsed from exhaustion and joy. The stone revealed itself to be a tax decree issued by priests in 196 BC, praising the young king Ptolemy V. But the message on the stone was less important than the tool it provided, a key to translate everything else in Egypt. Suddenly, the walls of the Valley of the Kings began to tell their stories. The names of Ramses and Tutankhamun were spoken for the first time in millennia. We learned about their gods, their medicine, their poetry, and their deep obsession with the afterlife and the journey of the soul. After the Napoleonic Wars, the British took possession of the stone. Since 1802, it has been the centerpiece of the British Museum. It remains one of the most visited objects in the world, a humble piece of rock that bridged the gap between 2 worlds. The Rosetta Stone reminds us that no matter how much time passes, the human desire to communicate and be remembered never fades. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get all new updates.